Ladies and gents, it has been far too long since we've done community games, or as we sometimes call them, commie games. Yeah, I mean, we're back in business, baby. Titans League is over. I'm home from the travels, and I can't promise it'll be every single week, but for those watching on videos, you should have more community games in the rotation. For those who want to watch streams, you should have the same. We've got 8 players here. Some are more active than others. And there will be lots of alerts flying in on the screen as they all choose to ally each other. At least that's what typically happens. And we've got Hyper Random, which has started with an awful lot here. So a lot to take in. You start with a tower. A fire tower, actually. You start with a monastery. You start with some tents. And it looks like they also start with a lord here. That is not an arbalest. That is Lord de Graville. Which is, well, it's an arbalest. But he's a Lord Arbalest, so that's pretty cool. So let's get our introductions in. Obviously, the goal is to win this whole thing, and there will be lots of fighting, lots of Diplo along the way. In the teal, we have Wegason. Wegason is playing as the Huns. In the gray, we have Smurfy McSmurfface playing as the Lithuanians. In the green, we have Deadbeat Dan playing as the Incas. In the purple, we have Mount Explorer playing as the Ethiopians. In the orange, we have Arbase, one of the mods here, and he's already very, very chatty, forming some alliances, playing as the Magyars. In the yellow, we have Jambi, who's playing as the Franks. In the blue, we have Jack Attack, who has been around a while, but I think is playing in their first game, as the Poles. And then last but not least, and the reason that this video is no longer PG, we have Sir Camelot, who is in the red, playing as the Teutons. And no, that was not their username on Twitch or in Discord, from what I gathered. This was a surprise to me as well. We're all very mature here. So, right off the bat, I can already tell that there's an alliance forming. And I'm not sure exactly the history here. But Explorer and Arbase are talking about, like, teaming together because they were Nation Cup teammates. So I guess that would mean they're both maybe Dutch, if there was some type of Nations Cup. So we'll see how that goes. Everyone has followed rule number 1 of community games, which is allying everybody. And we should have some time. I should also remember myself and remind everyone that kings do explode. And also, Green just had a tough time bringing in that boar. So it's tough for me. When I do my intro, usually there's already a lot of different things to look at. And then usually the chatting from the players comes in way later. But the chatting happened immediately. So Purple also went over to Green and said, hey, we're neighbors. Do you want to ally? And Deadbeat Dan, I like how he didn't say yes. He says, I have allied you. Yeah, Arbase, pretty much the only other one talking to Purple. Okay, so we'll probably see a lot more chatter later on. But yeah, we're back, baby. We're back. Let's go. This is pretty crazy. Big wood lines in the corners. Ooh, only in 3 of the corners, actually. So that means the western corner is actually the most valuable just because of the trade spacing. Also, I heard a relic. Oh, I guess there's a relic there. Jambi says, hi, friends. Sending you a turkey as good luck charm. Okay. I like that. They started with a lot of turkeys. Wait, is it a goose? That's a goose, bro. That's not a good luck turkey. That's a good luck goose. Also, it's hyper random, so there's only like 32 food on that goose. So I don't know which goose was shared here. Like, which is the new goose. Oh, wait, no, it's a turkey. There's a turkey. I'm sorry. I take it back. It was very accurate. And Blue is chatting and also forgetting about the eco, which is classic. It's hard to do everything. It says, thank you, sir. May this friendship flourish for 1,000 years. Yeah, I like that. Chad, you tell me, do you root for the people who chat like that or the people who have perfect eco? Obviously, you're going to cheer for the people who chat like that. I don't care about your freaking Dark Age, man. Eco is life? Yeah, okay. Well, ideally you can do both, but if you can't. So, I don't like want to say this and sound too rude, but I feel as though within the rules of Kami games, Arbase should die. And let me explain what I mean by that, okay? Because that comes off mean. He's a mod here. He's an admin. But, like, all those things are stacked against him. He's done well in community games before. He's very experienced. He's well known. So will the people rise up against Arbase? Or will Arbase be able to get the crown? Now, this doesn't mean Arbase is a bad community game player. He's not. He's a very good player in the game as well. And he tends to be very kind to people. All these things are very good. But again, within the rules of community games, typically, as this is still bugged, apparently I need to let Capture Age know. Because they still haven't fixed that. Yeah, within the rules of community games, maybe he should struggle in the later stages. We'll see. Someone's asking for the elo of the players. I think for most of them, it's showing on the right side, no? That's a new capture age change. It seems to be showing their 1v1 elos right next to their names at the bottom right. So that should be 1v1. So Arbase is the favorite there. Teal is the weakest player, so we've got a range of 500 elo all the way up to 1600 elo.
Yes.
Jambi says, another gift sub for you, blue friends. Every little bit helps. Okay, I like that. Well, Yellow hasn't exactly been gifting or even speaking too much to Arbase, right? And Arbase has no doubt done his research. And notice he's reaching out to some of the players that are also closer to his elo. He's talking to Dan. He's talking to Purple. They're also very close together. So I think for strong players in community games, a good game plan is to team up with two others. And you fight together against everybody else. And then later on, you settle it between yourselves. And so that might be what they're going for here. Yeah, it's not that big a deal, but the fact that power text continues to repeat on screen is a bug. And I got to follow up with Capture Age about that. Look at this. Is that spot normal on these types of deer? Mouflon? It sounds very French. Is this a French goat? A French ram? I don't know, but it sounds mouflon. Sounds very French to me. I wonder if that spot is standard, though. I'd have to look it up. They always have that spot? Okay, so it's not just random, I suppose. I guess that makes sense. Let me turn off the market events. We don't need that. Especially when everyone's going to be using the market here. But there are lots of animals in the game that aren't utilized in standard map generation. So that's one of them. And I don't really I keep track of all the others, to be honest. Jack Attack, still speaking back to Yellow. So I like these two. These are my favorites. It's much appreciated. Do you have any chicken, perchance? Mine villagers grow tired of the turkey. That's funny. Jambi says, tell your villagers they smell another turkey coming your way, friend. And Jack Attack says, verify. Or verily, verily, verily. I thought he said verify. I was like, that doesn't make sense. That's not nice to say villagers smell. But it's probably true. They're working all day in the hot sun. There's no running water or showers. Red says, who killed my Vil? Did someone kill Red's Vil, or was it...
Yes.
Wasn't an animal? Arbase says, we have a Trator. And Sir Camelot says, yes. Well, I'm trying to determine who killed Red's Vil as well. It must have been a wall villager. It doesn't look like it was these wolves. I love Jack Attack. Jack Attack's chat is everything to me. Says, perhaps thou villager caught the flu. Oh my god. And Red says, wolf, lol. So woo 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 in chat for that. I don't even know where the wolf was. It might have been a wall villager elsewhere. But yeah, there are wolves around, so it feels pretty logical that maybe it was the wolves that got the kill. But it wasn't these wolves. Caught the flux. Yeah, what's the flux, man? Never heard of that one. All right, well, they're just booming up here. Here's the wolves. The Arbalest is here to protect. Or should I say the Lord? Regen's pretty crazy on that. 30 regeneration rate. The wolves also have a regeneration rate, though. That's not normal. Oh, that's... Oh, Red, you didn't have Loom? Yeah, woo, 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 bro. I assumed Red had Loom or something. Yellow, also chatting like an absolute god, goes to our base and says, apologies for my delayed response, sir. My other neighbor is Blue, a friend of mine. And our base says, what are you guys planning? I see 2 stables. And Yellow says, just chilling. Well, so that's the difference in the situation, right? Our base thinks that the opponent's going to go aggressive because they're stables. But these players are lower ranked, and they just want to have the stables around for later. So our base could see that as a threat. But realistically, I don't think Yellow wanted that to be a threat at all. And our base just says, I'm booming, which certainly seems to be the case right now. There's the eco count in the bottom left. I kind of wish I could sort that. I guess it always goes player 1 through player 8. It'd be kind of nice to be able to sort it from the top down. Maybe another change I can mention to Capture Age. So if the wolves regenerate, though, I think even villagers that are loomed should die in these situations. And that should be a dead vill. Can Jack Attack save the villager? 978 elo? Quick wall, maybe? Oh, there's a scout on the way. Okay. And villager is in danger, and villager is most likely going to survive. Nice. So, again, kind of seems like the plan is maybe green, purple, and orange team up. But our base very clearly telling his team his plan. And I think he's going to have his way. Like, it's beneficial for those 3 to work together against the others. That's not necessarily what all the viewers always want, though. Our base saying, I will go Cav Archers. And I guess purple and orange just kind of chilling and chatting here. So with a show of ones in chat, who wants our highest rated player in this game, our base, to win? And with a show of 2s in chat, who would prefer that our base does not win? We're going to poll the audience here. Okay. So there's a couple 1s. I think those are people that recognize that our base has powers on my channel and doesn't want our base to see this later. That's pretty smart, honestly. Everybody else doesn't want the favorite to win. Got it. And purple says, teal only to you. Can I make a TC in your base for protection? I don't have enough. That's interesting. So is purple scared of our base? Maybe he doesn't trust him. I think our base is certainly building up with trust here. Teal says, if you promise to not snipe, I am a man of my word. And purple says, I promise. Ooh, that seems like a good YouTube title right there. That's the thing about commie games, man. The titles make themselves. I'm a man of my word. Well, Teal is also a man of 564 elo. So you're gonna... The word is gonna have to matter a lot here. That's the beauty of diplomacy, is you could still have success if you're the lower ranked player. So I think Teal, if anything, needs to be chatting more. You don't have the luxury to be a backstabber in the early games or be really conniving when you're this rank, I would say. That has to come later. So purple's going to everyone. Asking for an embassy. Says, red, only to you. Can I build a TC in your base for protection? I don't have enough TCs. Think of it as an embassy. Is he going to do this to everybody? Because it's not like these are purple's neighbors. These are people really far away. Like, red is on the other side of the map. And gray sees this and says, where are you going, purple? Gray, come on. It's an embassy. Don't you know? And, of course, signals it and also says it publicly. So this kind of puts a target on purple's back. Blue says, Tour of the World brought to you by Jack Attack 47. I don't know exactly what that's referencing. Maybe the Scout or something? Ooh, wow. And Sir Camelot, that's so awkward to say, just sent resources to our base, which is weird. And our base immediately says, are you sending that to everyone? Blue says, mine vision hath suddenly increased. Some devilry is at work. What, did you just make a market? I think Blue might maybe just built a market so could see what the allies could see. And Purple quick walled in a wolf and wants everyone to see it. Everyone say, ooh, ah. Impressive. Nice job. Warming up. Red says, I sent those resources to you as a friendly gesture. I'll fight with you. Okay. Well, gaining our base's trust makes sense because our base is the highest ranked player here. And also a mod on my channel and does technically have powers over the viewers. Though if someone were to misuse that power, they would of course be canned. But, you know, maybe something people think about. Usually it's death to the mods, though. Usually people want to kill the people who could ban them. I don't really fully understand that. Markets from Purple, markets from Green. I think they will still work with our base. I think that's their long-term plan. And Purple's embassies are going up. But Purple's expanding this eco into the south. I just wonder, will Purple ever make a run for it with the King? I think if Purple were to make a run for it right now, Gray might see it. But the Kings explode, right? So if you kill that near your base, it could kill you. Actually, I think there's a very good chance that today people forget it's Exploding Kings because we haven't done this in months. Very easy to forget. What's up, Melvin? Thank you. Tundra Blitz is T90. Have you ever considered using salmon payment to rig into a game? No. I don't think that would be very good. It would have to be really expensive. It'd be really hard for me to track. I do want to add some rewards eventually for the betting currency, but it'll all be, I guess, like less important things. Fun stuff, but not as significant. Because there's no easy way for me to keep track of it, so if I were to miss something, or it'd be kind of complicated. I've been meaning to add rewards, but I have a bunch of things I want to do at once when I do it, and I just haven't gotten around to it, so. Well, ecos are pretty significant here. Purple's got 194 eco. Also see, guys, Gray is bringing the King, and there is a purple unit here. Which probably can't kill the King, but if the King were to just sit here, it could potentially happen. Looks like that King's going into the castle, though. What map is this and how do I get access? This map is called Hyper-Random, and you can go to the mod center to find it. Red is saying, is there anything to offer? What's the plan? So Red is chatting to foreigners more than his neighbors. That's interesting. Like, Red has not spoken to Blue very much at all. Red has not spoken to Teal very much at all. Maybe it's because of the elo of the others. Purple says, I build a TC in your settlement for good relations, smiley face. All right, so Purple is going to try and expand some TCs there. And Blue says good relationships with allies is only right. What? Good relationships with allies is only right. Oh, is only right, as if that's the right thing to do. Duh. Okay, I'm stupid. Sorry, it's tough for me to pick up on sentences sometimes. And our base is pointing out the fact that yellow and blue don't look too friendly because of the walls from blue. But again, our base is like experienced community game brain. And blue is 970 elo first community game brain. So from blue's perspective, blue's like, these bad things can happen here. I'm just going to wall up. That just makes sense. It doesn't necessarily mean lack of trust, but that's what people will take it as. And now here comes purple again to build settlements in blue's walls. I'm going to switch this over to military here because there's a lot of military. Oh my goodness, man. Green is going to go to town. Green's got 53 army. King, by the way, is in the tower, which is very smart. You definitely don't want it in castles because you could accidentally eject it. And Deadbeat Dan is going to make a move. I think they're just going to move on Smurfy McSmurfface. Not a name that necessarily makes people excited about teaming with you. People, generally speaking, are not a big fan of Smurfs. And Gray has been one of the least chatty players in the entire game. We've got our base ready to go. We've got Deadbeat Dan ready to go. We're at 35 minutes. And they've wasted no time. And Gray just says, green, why? And well, I think this is horrible for Gray. Gray's going to need some support. Purple still has that Arbalest there. And Purple actually sending resources to green right now. So basically funding these attacks. I mean, these are Magyar Cav Archers with full upgrades. That's incredibly strong. Gray wanted to go for Elite Latest, but the castles are going to be down. Gray also is trading through the middle right in towards our base. This might completely kill Gray. But, Gray has a king that explodes. And so it's never a great feeling to have this happen. But if you're going to be killed, you might as well kill yourself in your opponent's base. Gray with some crazy walls here just to buy a little bit of extra time. Our base did research treason to find the king, but that was just for a limited time. And Purple says, guys, I steal you. Whatever that means. Gray. The castle's not attacking the latest. It's attacking the king. And the king goes down. You can tell what Gray tried to do there. Gray tried to use the king as a the latest as a distraction. And if that would have happened, the king could have gotten a little bit closer. Kind of panic time for green, though. Green is going to be heavily damaged by this. The king is on the run. I think the king will survive, but watch the base. Goodbye. So at least from Gray's perspective, that... Whoa. Teal dropped. Oh, Teal disconnected, which is so sad. Teal was not killed. So we now only have 6 players left. But yeah, at least from Gray's perspective, you do some damage to green. So the fact that Teal dropped means there is a king that will still explode here. That's obviously really sad for Teal. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe the internet's out. The neighbor stole the Wi-Fi or something. That sucks. But, again, there is a king in there. And if they think about that, that king could be used in some way. Red and blue talking now. Sir Camelot says, blue, yellow, we need to attack west fast before they roll us. And Jack Attack says, well, who is the target, my liege? You know what I don't understand? I don't understand why red sent resources to the west. You send resources to the west, and now you're like, let's prepare to defeat the west. There might be a long-term plan there. Red wants a little bit of mercy from our base later on, which could be smart thinking. Wegason says it wasn't my internet, it was the blue screen of death. Oh, yikes. Well, sorry about that. Obviously, your story will live on in future games. Or something. I don't know. Yeah, Deadbeat Dan is literally just like, I want to kill everybody, let's go. And Deadbeat Dan said, who's next? And they're going to make a move together again. Purple's still interesting, because Purple's not really helping. But our base is just going full tryhard mode. Full target on his back mode. He doesn't want to die at all. Castles up everywhere. And, hold on. Here's the resources, by the way. So, I'll tell you what you can do. It's way too much work. But green, or anyone really, could turn on teal, take the TC out, And then you get a really low attack unit, and you attack the king from the left side, and you kind of make it move into red's base. So the best thing to do is like a unupgraded skirmisher, because you do 1 damage, and then you just poke it, basically, and it'll move. Yeah, a ram could actually work. Yellow says red, blue. I don't like orange. I think he has sinister intentions. Should we take him out? And there goes our base turning on teal to get some extra kills. And red needs some support. Red's got the capes. Red's got the almost the fully upgraded capes. Let's go. Blue is also here in defense. So the Teutonic Knights are absolutely insane against everything green has. It's not so insane against the Cav Archers. And this speed run of a community game continues to be pretty ridiculous. The Cavalier will come in from blue, missing some upgrades. They are cheap with the poles, though. Most of green's rams and Kameyuk should go down. Still, there is that king. Of course, the Teutonic Knights are really slow, but it's also slow to move out across the map. So our base and Deadbeat Dan won't be able to get a lot of support here very quickly. Oh, and Red's king is out! No, Red's king is out! It's being attacked, and the king is dead. Oh, man. I just think Red forgot about the king there. It was in the tower. And so first community game in a long time. Red loses the king. That will be an explosion. Red just died to the person he sent resources to. I think long-term Red had a plan, but it didn't work out. Paid for his own demise. And now Jambi says, I told you, Blue. Blue team up on orange. Can we take him? Man, okay. I don't want to be anti-hype here, but if green and orange just roll everybody and then fight it out in a 1v1, this is going to be the lamest community game ever. Sure, they're going to win. Like, sure, that's a good winning strategy. But I want to see some spice, you know? And so I'm kind of hoping that purple's the spice. And purple might have some plans. Red says, at least be a man and tell me. Sneaky, sneaky. Okay, so next time you go to snipe red, just at least speak up first. That's smart. I'm pretty sure Sun Tzu once said that the most important thing of warfare is warning the enemy ahead of time. I'm pretty sure that's in the Art of War. So, that's true. They broke that code. Cav Archer's moving this way from our base. He may be tempted to get a king kill still. Yellow turns on our base, which is crazy, because they're bordered. Like, this could lead to a massive engagement. But yellow going to support blue, which is the alliance that I really was interested in seeing. And I don't think our base realizes this yet. I also don't know if this is very smart for yellow long term, but I appreciate defending your teammate. And oh my god, our base gets completely surrounded by the paladins. And rip to the Cav Archers. Wow, Jambi getting pretty heated here. He says, now send all units to orange base. This fool dies. Yo. And blue just needs a command of some kind. Blue is clearly a follower, not a leader. And immediately says, yes, sir. Our base says blue and yellow now. You could tell that there's a little bit of sweat and worry from him. Because he's starting to get... I mean, this is a lot of paladins from yellow that are about to run right through the gate, which has been held open. And our base needs some support. Will green offer that support, or will green be going somewhere else? What they really need here, yellow and blue, is they need siege. Also, how is that gate open? Is blue... Oh, the ass of the Cavalier is holding it open. Oh, man, that's pro strats right there. Our base has enough castles to stay alive, but he's taking some pretty significant losses here. The Cav Archers aren't cheap. Paladins are much easier to control. And still green's not here in support, but green is starting to make a push to blue's base. And green complaining about the Incas. Purple being very silent. Remember, purple... Ooh, purple's building markets on this side. Purple is going to make a play to team with the others. At least that seems pretty evident. Purple says, I go Hald maybe, or just Arb SO for Paladin. So I can't tell if Purple actually wants to fight and is genuinely asking them, or if this is a stall tactic. I think it could be a stall tactic. Like, I think Purple wants to set up trade on the other side, and if that trade's set up, might switch sides eventually. But you can't, like, fully turn on Arbase. You can't fully turn on Deadbeat Dan until you have other plans set up. Yeah, and a Wonder Victory could be possible. Man, Arbase took some significant losses there. His eco count's still fine. Like, this many castles, you're going to be fine. Look what he did. He also put his king in a tower behind the castle. You cannot see the tower. That is a pro move right there. Yeah, and Arbase knows his stuff. And there are Trebs here from Yellow. Unfortunately, they're kind of trickled. If Yellow had 4 to 6 Trebs right when this push started, Arbase would have taken big losses. And Blue is going to have a really tough time against Kamiyux. Kamiyux should shred the poles. The best unit Poles could probably make against that is the Olbuk. But I don't think the shredding of the armor is enough. Blue's in trouble. And Blue, at least, unlike Red and others before him, will run away with the king ahead of time. Smart move, but you still need an answer. Holy Paladins from Yellow. I was not expecting this from Jambi. Jambi going at it. The fire tower will be trebbed down. Castle stays up. The king's still in the back now for Blue, but Blue needs some support. Well, maybe the castle fire and the onagers could be enough here to stall it out, because it'll take green a long time to get more units forward. Yeah, I guess Poles could make Arbs, but it always feels awkward to go Arbalest when the opponent could just switch into Eagles. Poles are just not like a very good late game civ. They're good in early imp, but in these types of games, you probably want a slightly better tech tree. Yeah, the fire tower they started with, you can't actually build them, but that's just a mega random thing. Look at Purple building outposts right next to the fight. What is he doing? Purple stockpiles have to be ridiculous. Yeah, Purple is 13k gold. So does Green. Arbase will push back that castle. Well played. We're still microing back with those Cav Archers. We'll probably lose all the Trebs. And Blue holding the line for now. I don't know what Green's units are doing. Hello? They're not defending themselves. They're pacifist Kamiyux. They'd rather die than have to spill blood of anyone. But again, Green is having some issues. The units are very, very far away from where they need to be. But this is why, guys, you know, I jokingly call them a tryhard for it, but this is why you brace yourself. This is why you drop those castles and those walls. Because without them, I think our base would have been completely overrun. Still, though, Yellow's done a really nice job. 1100 elo versus 1600, and you wouldn't really be able to tell based on how these fights have gone. Now, Purple's still interesting to me. We never saw the Market Foundations go down there. Purple does have Arbalest here, but Purple is allied with everyone. And there hasn't been a point, I don't think our base has noticed, where our base is like, yo, are you my teammate or what? I think the fact that Purple's trading this way means it's very tough for Purple to justify turning, because then Purple would immediately lose their own trade. But with 17,000 gold, maybe you could afford that. Our base says MT, gonna fight Yellow, and Purple says okay. And okay, so now Purple is helping. That's obviously a really good move. Also, I'm not sure how this happens, but nice raid back here from our base. And our base says, also, why are you making an egg? And Purple says, that's a 0. A 0, an egg, whatever. Is he trying to make a circle to put his arbs in? Our base says, no, that's an egg. Well, you can tell their situation's pretty good if they can argue on if it's an egg or a 0. Oh, man, look at Blue flying in with the caps. Says, purple, make a stand. Yellow and I need your assistance against the orange and green menace. Let's go, blue. Dude, I freaking love that. It kind of caught me off guard, just out of nowhere. And how many times do we say this, right? You might lose in a game, but you have to at least try to change the situation. And Diplo is the best way that you could do that. The issue for purple is, I don't think it makes sense for purple to make a stand because purple has built up his eco with them. So it's unfortunate, but the only thing that you could really do in purple's position to help is send resources to yellow and send resources to blue. And advise them on certain things. Like on what units to make. That's probably the best way you can contribute. And then your allies don't know that you're helping them. Like, it's pretty clear to me with how green's playing this. Green is never going to turn on purple or orange until something changes. Until yellow and blue are out of it. And that's the same with our base. Our base says, Dan isn't Halb, just better. You got to be careful with comments like this in these games, guys, because people don't need reasons to kill others, usually. So, he's critiquing the comp, and maybe Deadbeat Dan's like, you know what? I'll show him what's better. Purple says to blue, sorry, but I have to carry noob our base. And then blue says, but consider this, carry noob me. Blue is like, if you're going to carry a noob, carry me, not our base. Our base isn't exactly a noob either. Yo, Podkid, what's up, Podkid? Thanks for the 20 gifted. Hypes in chat, appreciate it. I think yellow's really low on gold, guys. Yeah, yellow, 9 on gold, 100 gold in the bank. Blue, 15 on gold, 600 gold in the bank. They're going to die. They're going to die to this. And so it's probably going to come down to the final 3. There's still that king from Teal inside of that TC, by the way. It's just a slow grind. Oh, man, yellow tries to get through. Yellow is kind of trapped here. This is not a good situation for you. Oh, man, and purple also walls behind. Yellow needs the rams to take down some of these walls. Yellow is desperate because the enemy's advancing this way. Podkid says, been rewatching all the T90 YouTube vids, finally catching a stream. What's up, man? Thank you. Thanks for that. Also, I have not thanked any subs throughout this entire game, and there's been a lot of them, chat, so thank you for that. But I will weirdly say that's a good thing, because I've been super focused on the game. It's been a long time since we've had Kami games, so I can't really look away. Man, what a comp, dude. This is crazy. The slingers are there for infantry. The Kamiyuks are great. The Eagles will get some raids. And purple, who has 170 eco, which is the highest in the game, says, I think I have to reboom. I don't have a lot of vills left. Okay, so purple's definitely planning something. Because that is a lie. That is a bluff. And I think our base is fully trusting in purple. And I think green is as well. All right, yellow, if you're going to go down, at least go down sending your king into the other's base. Same for you, blue. It's obviously significantly harder for blue to do that, but there goes blue's king. Wait, did that just... Oh! I forgot about this. Okay, so there was a change to the mod. You can't do this in an actual game. Guys, it was a recent change to the mod, or maybe we figured this out recently. You can actually put your king in siege towers and in rams. It's not possible in the normal game. Now, does blue know he just did that? I don't know if blue knows he did that or not. On one hand, it seems very smart, because then you can use the rams to escort your king. But on the other hand, very easy to forget about that. Felt like it was intentional, though, from what I saw. But he also could have just selected all of his units there. I don't know. I mean, he's losing his base. It feels like it could be the play. Our base... Still Oh, our base says MT just to you. I like Dan a lot, but we should get the Nations Cup top 2. Okay, so our base is already planning for once yellow and blue are dead, which makes sense. Spinning Hussar. Very excited because the king is coming into town and he wanted to show off. So he's just showing off because the king is in one of those rams. Blue is now turned on purple, which isn't the biggest deal, but I guess purple is building a castle back here. And again, the king is in one of those rams. Blue's got a long way to go to make any progress towards our base's base. And they're just super focused on the push. And these rams will not freaking path, dude. Oh my god. And of course, that's the one that gets stuck. And T90 Rams in chat. Choo-choo! This is the slowest choo-choo ever. But I mean, if you get through a layer of orange wall, and then another layer of orange wall, and then through 6 castles, you could probably get to the king. Look at our base. Castle after castle after castle. I guarantee he's buying stone right now. Delete top wall. I go for sneak king boom on our base since he mean. This is Jack attack. Okay, so he knows then that the king is in there. But yeah, guys, you can't garrison your king in siege towers and rams in a normal game. Just remember that fact. Also, purple at one point walled in yellow's unit. Now, our base has been getting his Treb sniped, and he's complaining about that. Treason has now been researched. Now, when you hear that, especially when the 2 players on the other side are almost dead, you have to be very paranoid. So everyone needs to look around. And green says blue is running as king. So green gonna let everybody know. But I don't think many people are going to be used to the king being in rams. I think that'll be a new meta forming in our community games. There's no way our base is going to lose this king to this, right? I mean, that's a lot of rams. Realistically, you just want to get through. You want to get past the castle. I don't think you really want to take it out. Our base has all of his army here. It's clunky for the rams because there's a cliff there, so it's hard to hit every piece of wall. But if any rams could do it, siege rams could do it. Wall's down. Orange places a house there to block the pathing. The king is in the ram in the back. House is down. Blue, just keep moving. This would be absolutely epic. Just keep moving in towards our base's base. See, our base doesn't expect that his king is there because it's just a new thing, right? Blue's got to keep moving into the back. Blue, you got to keep moving into the back of his base. Oh, that's weird, though. He didn't... I guess when he researched treason... maybe it wasn't him researching treason. Guys, I mean, the king is still in one of the stronger rams. But I don't know if he's close enough to really kill our base. I think he needs to make it deeper into the eco to have a chance. The ram is moving! The ram is moving! The king is out! The king is not out anymore. He's still moving. Okay, king will eject here in a second. And king should die. Is that enough to kill our base? That is really close. So my gut tells me that our base will survive this just by a tile or 2. I don't think he's expecting this. They might not realize he's dead. I think it's just off screen. Now, this is going to hurt our base. This is going to hurt purple. The king is in that tower, remember. The tower, not the castle. No way! Bro! The castle went down, and the tower survives. Our base is the luckiest person on the planet. That's crazy, dude. If he would have had it in the castle, king would have gone down. What an attempt from blue. Salutes all around, seriously. And that's something we maybe need to see more of. Our base will just simply rebuild that castle, rebuild his base. Obviously, that hurts him. Well played to yellow as well for continuing to fight and making it difficult for our base and everyone else to focus on blue. Well, hold on. Now yellow's making a run for it. Yellow, there's a path right into his base, though, bro. I mean, there's a time to be sneaky, and there's a time to just run right through the middle. He probably doesn't realize that. think he's trying to be as sneaky as possible. Or actually, maybe just try and survive. That could be the biggest thing, is yellow just doesn't want to die. The king has radiation burns from the nuke. Nah, he's too fat. He's insulated. That's how that works, right? The fatter you are, the more you can withstand radiation? I'm pretty sure that's science. Oh, man, the Eagles were going for the king in the north. The king survives, but yellow will likely die in a position that does not damage our base or any of his other tormentors. Yellow's king is now gone. Sorry, his king. His ally, his friend. Jack Attack is now gone as well, which is sad times. Still think purple's just going to be primed to make a move. It's just going to be the battle of the three, which kind of felt like it was their game plan from the very start, right? Yellow is kind of cornered himself now. It's going to be very difficult to escape. It deletes the walls, running away. What's the difference in the movement speed here? Eagle should be faster, right? Yep, the Eagle's faster. And so yellow maybe running over to a TC. That's not yellow's town center, though. And the onager from green misses with the attack round. The slinger's here. Oh my god, he killed his own eagle. Yellow, keep this up and you'll be safe. Okay. Into the TC. Now you have to leave on the left right away. Run, 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 run. Okay. It's such a long way to run. Does green have any onagers that he wants to use? That's the best way to survive, is hope he kills his own units again. Yeah, I think... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Run. You're faster than a Kamiuk. Okay. Surely our base will snipe it. What is happening? What is happening? Yellow, run into our base's base, or somebody's base. I mean, he's living on borrowed time right now, so he just wants to see a little bit more of the world. He's going into the town center. Run! Run! Garrison! Nope. What is happening? How is this king not dead yet? Okay, finally he dies. Salutes in chat for Jambi. And king dies in an area which will hurt green a little bit. But not significant damage. No real fear that any kings are going to die. And we're down to the final three, which it just kind of felt like the game plan from the start. It's a smart play for these three if they want to win the game. Now, our base, I'm sure, said nice things, but the chat filter makes it look like he said mean things to Jambi. Thanks, DE. Well, let's check stockpiles now, right? 42k gold for purple. 46k food. 10k wood. Crazy stockpiles. Deadbeat Dan, 24k gold. And 17k food. Our base took damage. 6k gold. 3k food. And I think the most important thing there is that gold income is in the trade. And the trade could all go down. We see green's trade going down now to purple. And purple, oh my god! Purple's got the bombard cannons and the arbalest ready. And it's immediately made the switch as well. It's really smart. Like how there was no hesitation. And there was no asking around. And I think purple thought the king was there. The king is very clearly in this tower, though. I mean, Kamiuk Skirm should be pretty decent against this. They are Ethiopian Arbalest, but... yeah, Rams in the mix, too. Eagles should be good. This should actually be very difficult for purple comp-wise. I mean, Incas can kind of counter everything. The one thing Incas don't have is the strong bombard cannons like Ethiopians, but... what bombard cannons? Those bombard cannons will be down. At least purple took down the castles, though. Now, our base already spoke to purple about teaming with him. We'll see if he's a man of his word. And if he's going to work together with him. He's doing all the small things. Putting random units into castles just as a fake. And green says, what you can do, I can do better. And now Treb's down a castle with 8 trebuchets. And green has placed a wonder. Green is building a wonder. So green has maybe recognized that the other two are going to turn on him. Our base does turn on him. I couldn't tell if that was before or after the wonder started to be constructed. But green says, if it's 1v2, this is my way to win. And needs to pull all the villagers now to complete this. I like this decision from green. Because purple isn't able to push you right now. Our base doesn't have any army here right now. So it's going to be very difficult, but it's your best chance at winning. Also, delete your freaking ranges, bro. Look at the pathing here. You need space. Our base says he's coming, and Deadbeat Dan says, nope, please don't. And our base says, please, hey, get out of our chat. Well, you used the wrong chat, our base. Our base is going to snipe purple. Oh my god. This is not the smart play, though. Our base has CA, and he's looking to garrison petards into purple's castle. So he could hop out and kill him at any point. But you don't do that now because then you might lose the 1v1. Like, that's a really confident play. He might save this till for later on. That castle is full, though. You might want to delete those petards. I think you need purple. Because clearly green is going to be tough to stop. So maybe our base's plan is to leave those units in there. That would be kind of smart. Kind of risky as well, because that's 20 population space. Green did delete the ranges. That wonder is going to be at 70% pretty soon. This wonder will complete. The countdown will take a significant chunk of time. Green has lost all trade, so it's going to be tough. But green had a lot of gold in the bank, like we said, and green's taken some really good fights here. And our base says, can you go siege ram for the wonder? And they'll start to work together now. But yeah, our base's plan to win is pretty cheeky here. He will not kill purple right now. He will work with purple, and then they will aim to kill this wonder together. And once the wonder's down, their goal obviously, or his goal, is to take the win with the snipe. There's the wonder. Wonder's completed. And there's lots of castles around. Green stockpile. 16k gold, 15k food. And a lot of the vills weren't working, so they can go back to doing other things. Back to farms, back to wood. This could be decent. But you do also just need... You're fighting 1v2 at all times, so... I don't think purple's expecting the little sneaky betrayal from our base. But will our base live to regret not having 20 more population space here? I'm looking to see... It feels like our base is missing some military. It says he has 80. I'm only seeing like 20 of it here, but it's probably on the way. There's the trade. They'll still have that. Purple says, I need wood. And yeah, it's true. He did need some wood. Oh my god. 17 bombard cannons. No wonder you don't have wood, bro. Why, guys, I don't understand why I have no wood. It'd be so funny if our base walks into this. You might want to stop firing there, purple. Risky. Bro! Bro! Our base didn't notice. He ran right into the shots. Oh. Oh my god. This is funny. Oh man, wow, green is making a push. Oh, it'd be so funny in purple. Wait. Oh my god, our base switched his units to another castle. How did he do that? That's probably where he was looking. Honestly, green is pushing. Purple could go down to green. There could be some progress here eventually, but purple's panicking and bringing his bombard cannons over. His 31 bombard cannons. But his bombard cannon's enough to deal with this. Green is a madman. I think pretty soon our base may have to use this army here in defense of purple, sorry. Maybe purple can hold, though. This castle goes down right away. This castle could go down as well. Oh, there's even a sneaky army down here from purple. Oh, this is pretty sick. The sneaky town centers eventually paid off, guys. We were wondering why he did that, but the Vills over here probably walked over to build that base. Green's got so much army. He's doing pretty good for a deadbeat. But I just don't think it's enough to kill Purple. Purple should be able to somewhat hold this. Pretty big losses. I don't know. Maybe if the Kameyuks can get in close to the cannons, a lot of cannons could die. But I think the cannons will get the kills. Our base also has his Cav Archers over on this side. Purple's got more cannons taking down the castles. 280 years feels like such a tough task for Green. Purple's got like 40 cannons. Oh, Green, move in with your Kameyuks. Move in with your Kameyuks. Move in with your Kameyuks. You can kill them all. Move! Well, the units are spread out. You just got to get close here, my friend. Obviously, it's pretty terrifying to see that many bombard cannons. And, well, our base comes through to help out. And it works out as a distraction, I suppose. It just keeps the Eagles in one spot so the bombard cannons can do the job. Maybe some friendly fire involved there, but that's worth it. Still bombard cannons taking down the castle here. You know, something that's really good for our base is that if Green realizes the writing is on the wall and he's not going to win with the Wonder, he'll try and kill somebody. And he's very likely to try and kill Purple. Like, this is easier for him to do because he took out the castles and he's right next to him. Only thing I could see Green considering doing now is starting to chat a little bit and try and convince one of the other players to turn. But what are you supposed to... How is that supposed to work right now? Green with 2 king kills has played well in this game. Here could take a decent fight, but there's just so much army at all times from Purple. This should be enough to one-shot a castle, right? Let's see if he can get all of them firing. Oh, that wasn't all of them. But castle goes down. It still feels like the meat shield that Purple has is really flimsy, though. If Green can just get in close, all these cannons die. Yeah, this is what I mean. This is really bad for Purple. Those are expensive losses. This is on the doorstep of the Wonder. I guess the bombard cannons, there's enough of them where they're still getting hits. There still could be some progress this way. There's still the Cav Archers. And they're going to go for the king right now. The King of Green is still in that tower, which is right next to all of this. Oh, they're going for the Wonder, I think. I mean, if they were going to make the move for the Wonder, the time has passed. Okay, they're still going to make a move for the Wonder. All the bombard cannons will die. Will the Wonder stay up? I don't think so. I think it's too many bombard cannons. It's really close. Green needs repairs. Green needs repairs. Green needs repairs. Green needs repairs. Repair! Ah! 350 HP. It survives. The villagers are hammering at the bottom to bring it back to full HP. Green actually survives. What in the world was that, dude? Holy crap, that was close. Green's playing like a monster. And Green has a lot of Eagles and helps. Eagles can deal with this. If all the Eagles come over here right now, that's a clear. No way, dude. This would be a sick victory of Green, from Green. Still, our base has 16 military, just patiently waiting to betray Purple if he sees an opportunity. More bombard cannons going down. I guess these bombard cannons will survive. They're still so close to the Wonder. So close. Do Wonders repair faster than they're built? Yeah. Like, way faster. I don't have the math on it, but clearly there's a pretty big difference there. What a game. Is Purple able to mass more cannons? Seems like it. The siege workshops all have a lot more cannons in queue, so there will be another chance. 199 years is still such a long time. Really like the siege rams in the mix, though. I like that. I'm just noticing from time to time green, I don't know if he changes his formation or his attack stance on units, but they'll just kind of stand around a little bit. But, I mean, green's played a really good game. It's pretty much the only thing I've noticed. Here's the stockpiles. Green has 7,000 food with 4 on food and 3k gold with 0 on gold. I don't know if that's enough to hold. But maybe the others will throw some army again. Like, these bombard cannons. Oh, the ram? Those bombard cannons are getting into a pretty dangerous position. Nah, I think purple will be fine there. And our base is coming in. Our base heard the words "do not trickle treb" and took it very seriously here. That's a lot of trebuchets from our base. This could be pretty epic, though. Like, the second green gets sniped, our base is going to try that move against purple. There's a lot to focus on right now. Oh, the king is in the castle. That's what our base wants. This is how you play community games, guys. Dive in before you take the castle down. And then, where is it? Where is it? No, it was too early. It was too early. Green escapes again. And now our base is in a panic. And now the trebs are exposed. The king from green will run. Actually, it's not really running. And, okay, well. That is a lot of trebuchets going down. But that is a lot of bomber cannons back for the wonder. And I don't think purple is going to allow green to escape this time. All right. Wonder goes down. It almost looked like it was deleted. And green says GG? Oh, he was killed. Okay, he was killed by a cav archer from our base. I'm sure our base was paying attention to that. And now there will be an explosion. The rest of green's base will go down. And now our base should be making his move. But I think he... Hold on. Back up. Oh, it was in this castle. So I'm confused by that. It almost feels like purple would move them around. Because why would our base go here? Anyways, Wonder gets destroyed. I think purple immediately turns on our base. And that's why the units eject. Okay, so it wasn't able to surprise at all. That strategy, you need to be the one turning on the other. And so the sneaky plan from our base doesn't work out, but we have a 1v1. Where purple has far more resources. And also, all of the gold income for both of them should die to the castles. Because that's just trade, right? So these were the two. They talked together really early. It's a final 1v1. Apparently, these players are both well acquainted with each other. And purple says at least Netherlands C wins the commie game because they're both from the Netherlands and they both were on the... Were they really on the C team? Okay, C team. Mate. Arvase, when he said I'm so bad at those, was referencing the sneaky snipe. And purple says maybe you shouldn't have had them in my castle for the last half hour, yeah. But, I mean, if our base killed purple, I think that green wins. So it was really delicate balance there, in my opinion. I'm just not seeing a very big eco. I guess most of the eco is back here for our base. But I'm leaning with purple here, man. The only thing that could make purple lose this game is the same thing that's epic about purple, and it's his obsession with bombard cannons. Making this many bombard cannons when your opponent has Magyar Hussar against Siege is very dangerous, in my opinion. So I think a ratio of 5 to 10 is much healthier, but purple seems to be really obsessed with this idea. Honesty check. Purple says, how much gold do you have? Honest. Our base says a lot, and he has 1,500 gold. Okay, well, you failed the honesty test. That's not really that much gold. What will purple say? Will purple even respond? Is he supposed to share as well? Oh my god. 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 Somebody's gonna die here. Hello? Nobody noticed? Hello? Oh. Bro. That was so crazy. I thought both of them noticed and that neither of them did. That's some good old Netherlands Sea micro right there, guys. Let's go. Our base, I clearly didn't notice that. I think he had an opportunity to maybe sit next to them and kill a bunch of them, but wasn't able to notice. Now he knows they're here, though. And these Torsen engine bomber cannons are sick. Again, though, like, Magyar Hussar should be amazing here, and the Halbs are behind. What's happening? Okay, now they engage. Let's see how many cannons go down. He's lost 5 already. He's lost 6. He's lost 7. He's lost 8. He's lost 9. He's lost 10. He'll lose more than that, guys. This is what I mean. Making this many bombard cannons can be really risky. Now, Halb bombard cannon is great. Oh my god, look at the siege. Look at the Trebs from our base. Our base meant to raid with Hussars, but instead he's raiding with Trebs. What a finish, man. Well, they're both going to run out of gold very quickly at this rate. Like, that is a ton of siege onagers and bombard cannons and Trebs. Very messy, obviously, to finish this off. It's been a long game. It's been high stress at times. Not as stressful for them as it's been for some of the others, because they've always had a really good team to work with and lots of trade. Yeah, our base does still have 38 gold workers, but I don't know where they are. If you see them, let me know. Oh. That could be game saving, the fact that he's trading across the map down towards Teal's market. Ah, that's sick. Yeah, and there's a bunch of trade cards coming back with more gold right now. Purple doesn't have that luxury, but Purple has 15k gold in the bank, so that's a lot of castles to take out, though. Just like, what do you make with your gold, I guess, if you're our base? Cav archers, right? Halb SO is really tough for the Magyars to deal with, because they don't have their own bombard cannons. The siege onagers take out the CA, and then the Magyar Hussar can't get anywhere close to the siege because of the Halbs. Our base needing to reboom a little bit. We'll add ranges as well for more production. But if Purple starts to take down these castles, our base won't have a whole lot left here. It's kind of funny, but Purple could notice this trade is happening because of his base down here. It's not something Purple sees, though, which makes sense when you're this focused. Again, the other thing about Halb Siege Onager that needs to be mentioned is it's really hard to control. So it's very easy that your Halbs just run into Castle Fire, and then your Siege is exposed, and then all the Magyar Hussars swoop in and take you out. So everything in this game is easier said than done, but Halb Siege Onager is, just because of how awkward they are to maneuver with, it's probably one of the more difficult comps. I think more Halbs are going to be needed. Instead of that, he just queues more bomber cannon. Dude, he has more siege workshops than barracks. Are you kidding me, Purple? Okay, there's more barracks here. Yikes. Yikes. The friendly fire is insane. And our base is kind of holding. Our base is holding. Any other Civ might die here. Oh my god, he keeps killing his own bombard cannons. Honestly, our base should just continue doing this, because the siege onagers are so deadly. They'll just kill their own units. I'm not sure I love Skirm, but if you're low on gold, that's a decent move. And trade's still happening. And, oh. Guys, Purple noticed this, and Purple is going to wall in the market. Okay. Well, there's another market, but I'm wondering what that does to the trade. That could affect the pathing a little bit. Realistically, you can delete that. If you're allied with somebody and they are defeated, you can delete it. So Purple lacks the experience there. That's an easy delete. They're still allied, so that'd be doable. But yeah, our base is stabilized. Here's the stockpiles. Our base is 5k gold now. 63 on food, 30 on wood. The balance seems really good for him. He's done a great job macroing. Ooh, also the king. The town center where the king is for Teal is being attacked right now. Our base might not notice this, but he may take out that king here. It will still explode. Cannons. Goodbye, Trebs. Oh, that's satisfying. In the end, they both will lose some expensive units here. But that's really nice play from purple. And oh my god, so the trade... they won't switch to the other market. That's amazing. That's so sick. I thought it would just naturally switch to the other market, but they're still thinking that they can access this market and they can't. So now that's, what, 50, 60 pop? That's just completely useless for our base. Unless they move over to the other market. Yeah, and you're not thinking about that if you're our base. There's nothing that you're going to look at. Because you're not getting attacked, right? You would hear an attack signal if you were losing it. Guys, purple's got the villain there and is trying to wall this one, and the villain's stuck. Lady, you're never getting over there. Unless the trade carts move, of course. I also don't think that they're going to show as idle because they're still technically working according to the game. I'm still waiting to see what happens with Teal's King. Now, Teal, I don't know if you're still here, but I want to know where your rally point was set with your TC. Do you remember? This is back in early Castle Age. You've been out of the game forever, but... That's kind of a big deal, because if that rally point was, for whatever reason, sent into purple's base, purple's toast. Trade is still clogged. Oh my god. That's so funny. Well, purple has settled it down for a little bit, just to get the units massed up again. And has also gone for skirms. Skirms, halves, bomber cannon seems good. I like it. It's just, again, hard to control. And Arbase noticed that this was walled up and is laughing. And purple says, no trade for you. Well, but there's still this market. And this isn't walled up now. The Magyar Hussar came in. This Magyar Hussar is still here. It'd be so funny if that king dies. Huh! Arbase deleted his trade, bro. There's another market. Arbase, there's another market, bro. He didn't notice. But yeah, that king could take out Teal's markets. Potentially. Yeah, Arbase might benefit from the pop space. It's very true. But now he won't have the gold income. And so it'll be somewhat even in that regard. Trebs will go down. Hussars will go down. CA will go down. This is crazy. Still got to keep a close eye on Teal's king. That's still a factor in this game. Just full trash here from purple. But purple needs more barracks. A lot of those barracks were on the front. Okay, this king will eject soon. I'm guessing that the Magyar Hussar will immediately move to the king, but I can't be sure. It feels like this was not right-clicked onto the TC. But if it was right-clicked onto the TC, it'll stay attacking the TC when the unit ejects. Crazy battle here. Okay, where's that king go? Okay, it's just going to go right there. All right, not that big a deal. There will obviously be an explosion once the king dies. But that will not take out the trade. And it won't really do anything to affect the two players that are left. Sad times for anyone that wanted that to change the game. Stockpiles again. Oh, man. This could be a long one. This could be a really long one. Like, I think I personally would prefer Arbase's position because he has the better eco setup, and Magyar Hussar Cav Archer is probably better. But if you don't have good siege to push with, it could take a long time. I don't think Arbase is out of gas. I think he's doing a pretty good job. There was the explosion. Did nothing, of course. I wonder how many bombard cannons purple's made in this game. Is it over 100? It's crazy, but it probably is. You need to stop making bombard cannons and make siege onagers, man, to flatten these cav archers. It's much easier. Bombard cannons to push buildings. Siege onagers against units. These cav archers just eat enemy units so quickly. Still pretty crazy, though, that there's no trade from Arbase. I feel like he still could be trading here, and then he'd definitely be in the better position. So Magyar Hussars come down this way, where there's some nice little eco protected. I don't know if our base is really going to make a move there or what. But our base making progress. Remember, I said, like, with the way things tend to play out in community games, our base should die. I said that at the start, just because he's the higher ranked player. He is a mod here. But Deadbeat Dan teamed with him. Purple teamed with him. They all had their chances to potentially take the win. That's at least how they saw it. Look at our base trying to get him to resign. He says, I still have a ton of gold. Purple says same. Our base, I mean, he has 11 on gold now. So is he adding more trade? Feels like he's added more trade somewhere. Oh, and he's rammed this market down. So yeah, I guess he never noticed this. I think Gray might be cooked. Oh my god, our base got all the relics! How many relics even are there? That should be multiple monasteries, right? Hold up. Relic countdown activated. Oh my god. Okay, so there's 4 relics here. And there's 3 relics here. And honestly, there might even be another monastery. But relic victory countdown, if you eject one of the monasteries, you end up, you know, denying that countdown. But oh, and now he's going for a wonder. That's a sick play, honestly. That's such a sick play. Our base has killed a bunch of players, but now he's basically telling them, you've got 2 ways that you can lose. And that's beyond the actual battle. That's so smart. And Purple's struggling. Purple has just not been able to control the units effectively enough. And I think the only way I could suggest to Purple to win this game now would be by killing the king. So you gotta somehow get the king kill, but how are you supposed to? Our base says, which timer do you prefer? And Purple says neither. Man, I would really like it if Purple would stop making bombard cannons. It's clear that Purple has a bombard cannon obsession. So, you know, that's evident to everyone here. But Siege Onagers can actually help you flatten the units that are coming out here. It's a bit harder to take out Trebs, of course. Oh, man, that is satisfying, though. Our base, I think, had a lot of trade running into this castle, by the way, so I don't think our base has any trade anymore. That is correct. And our base only has 400 gold and 600 food. Okay, is there an argument to pick up these relics out of this monastery and move it home right now? You're losing your push. Now, I don't even know if Purple's going to notice. I think there's an argument to maybe get those relics somewhere else, but that's a lot of work. I guess at the end of the day, it's giving you gold, and then you can focus your attention on the wonder. Is Purple pushing back right now? Purple's up to a massive ball of army. Lots of halbs, lots of skirms. Our base can't really do many raids from this position. I don't know if I've ever seen a player lose after having a wonder go up and having all the relics. This could be history here. Obviously, the relics are going to happen before the wonder victory. It's not that far away. Again, from Purple's perspective, do you even notice that monastery there? I don't know. And the wonder goes up in the back. That's a pretty cool looking wonder. You don't see a Magyar wonder every day. And 280 years on the relics, 345 years on the wonder. A player has lost with 4 wonders? Yes. I wonder who that would be, Russell. I wonder if that person's here. I think Russell's name on Discord is now the Tragedy of Russell. Or maybe that's his Steam name. That's so funny to me, dude. Russell, I wasn't sure you were going to be able to lean into it and think that was funny. Because you really wanted to be a legend. But you made the mistake of saying in the game, this will be the legend of Russell. I was like, the second someone deems that they are a legend, they cannot be a legend. That's just how it works. Especially if they lose after building 4 wonders, but even before then. Dude, like, Purple's making progress here. This is pretty crazy. Cav Archers will come in to snipe, and the Cav Archers will die. That's costly losses for a player that spent most of their gold on wonders and doesn't have trade anymore. Bro, are you kidding me? Arbase probably can't believe it. 5 minutes ago when he said choose your timer, he thought he had the game won. I'm sure of it. How does Purple get the resources for this? Castle's down. Purple creeping forward with castles as well to help to fortify the position. Arbase, 250 years. We do have a little side push here from him. This could potentially do something. Purple may or may not have noticed this. We'll see. But it's a nice distraction. Might also distract himself from defending from this push, though. Last time it fell apart for Purple, it's because he didn't have the Halb numbers. You could tell he just realized the Hussars were diving in again. And a lot of Bombard Cannons will go down. A lot of Skirms will go down. This is good for our base. You just always need the Halbs. That's why I would think, like, Skirms are nice, but 30, 40 Halbs at all times has to be the goal. A great micro from our base. Again, Purple is probably looking here, which fully explains the situation. That's the benefit of attacking a different area. Nice raids here from our base as well. If he notices all of this eco, that's like 50 villagers that are relatively untouched. Purple's castle goes up. Now that castle's really helpful. I also like the barracks here. Purple still has 5k wood and 45k food. How? Obviously 0 on gold, but could sell off some of those resources for gold, I guess. Monastery's here. Will Purple notice that? Purple probably just looks at this and think that's all the relics. I don't think Purple's going to notice this at all. But Purple could send the Halbs there, and then the relics are gone. Our base with a castle. Desperation time. Our base will lose this castle. Purple has done a great job of proving me wrong with these cannons. That's expensive for our base. Castle will fall. Castle will fall. Purple's castle needs to stay up, though. Purple will need to move on to the Trebs. Our base dropping a WTF in chat. He can't believe it. He takes out that castle. Our base says, Dan is cutting my wood line from the dead. Is he? I guess maybe there was some onager cutting here because the villagers walked over there. Magyar Hussars dive. Oh, man. The Bombard Cannons. No. No. I've seen this so many times. Really well played from our base. He loses a lot of Hussars, but takes out half the cannons. Purple says, hold on. Our base says, what do you want to do? I can play forever, but I think people want to move on. Bro, you're dying right now is what's happening. You're dying. People wanted to move on 15 minutes ago when they thought you won the game. But now there's actually a plot twist. This is like, yeah, bro, I actually, you know, I had somewhere to be and I just kind of lost my focus. I don't think our base is necessarily in the lead right now. He does have 2 timers going, but those are, that is a long wait. Again, Purple just takes 3 Halbs clicked over here and that timer's gone eventually. Purple would have to notice that. And I love Purple. Purple says, for how long are those timers? I've still got a chance here. Nice job from our base, though. What a great fight from these two. This is sick. This is a really good game. And, like, I think it is a never-ending cycle for our base where he can snipe the Bombard Cannons because it's so easy. The Halbs just walk away. And it's Magyar Hussar, man. Magyar Hussar are absolutely insane against Siege. And I just don't know how Purple's getting the gold for this. Purple's had no gold for so long, and he just keeps making more cannons. I think selling off wood has been the play, but 0 gold in the bank. Maybe we've now hit the point where Purple doesn't have Bombard Cannons in queue. But no, Siege Workshops do have more Bombard Cannons in queue. thing is, that's a lot of castles for our base. And so, like, the relics he may lose, but the wonder back there, 230 years, it feels pretty realistic that he could still win this game. You can tell Purple really doesn't want that to happen again. But our base is microing like a champ. And we'll run in, get some snipes. Purple, though, landing some hits. And Purple just... See, you're out of position for a second, and then your bombard cannons go down. And he says, bruh. Now this is definitely swinging back into our base's control. Oh. Our base rammed down the castle. Purple has 50 villagers here if Hussars come over. Purple complaining about pathing. Is saying he attack moved and the units just walked past. Kind of looked like something went wrong there. 145 years. I don't think Purple remembers these halbs are here. I don't think Purple knows that there is a monastery here. Purple still focused so much on this play, on this push. That's quite a few dead Hussars there for our base. He has 84 on food, but only 1,000 food in the bank. I imagine he has a lot in queue, but still. You lose units that quickly, things could get dangerous. Oh, Purple sees it! Purple sees it, bro! Purple sees it! Let's go! Alright, so Relic Countdown will be gone. And 4 relics are going to be gone. Ooh, but our base also notices this. And if Hussars come over here, Purple could be cooked. Oh, man, the bombard cannons and the halbs are back into the meat grinder. Progress could be made by Purple. And yeah, Monk will get poked down, and the relic timer will be gone. And then Purple could also snag the relics. Get some gold. Our base lost a Treb. Our base lost a TC. And yeah, control of the relics has been lost. So now the only real timer is the Wonder. Ooh, Purple noticed this. And is dropping a defensive castle here. And this might actually be okay. There will be a couple losses. But the woodline should be protected by the castle. But you notice what happened in the meantime? All the halbs died to the skirmishers in the castle fire. You look in one area. You look away for a second. And everything dies for both of them. What a grind, man. What a grind. This is sick. What a absolute fight. Again, will you get those relics? Maybe. If you're Purple. But that takes a lot of focus. And takes focus away from the push. Which has to happen. You have to get to that Wonder. Is there a chance our base forgets about his king, actually? All this talk about relics and about wonders has made me forget that there's actually a king even closer. Magyar Hussars dive in, and the bombard cannons will go down again. 164 years. Can Purple make more bombard cannons? I'm not seeing any in queue. I'm sure Purple's trying to sell off a bunch of resources right now to get the gold there. But you'd have to sell at such poor pricing. And now Purple says, how about we do rock, paper, scissors? That reminds me, I actually did rock, paper, scissors to decide a ranked game. And that needs to go to YouTube. Arbase says, I hope chat is enjoying this. No. Wait, Arbase, you would have taken this deal 15 minutes ago. He 100% would have taken this deal back when there was 15 bombard cannons. Purple says, why not? And Arbase says, because I'm winning. And Purple says, no. And Arbase says, yes. I would say that Arbase is winning. I would agree in that assessment of the situation here. But yeah, basically, I played this long stalemate 1v1. And I said, want to play rock, paper, scissors? And my opponent said yes. And that's how we ended the 1v1. Instead of it turning into a 3-hour wood game. We had already played for like an hour. That was like 2 months ago. I need to eventually upload that to YouTube. I've never had that happen before. Arbase says, to T90, this is why we didn't win Nations Cup 11. Well, honestly, could have surprised me. You guys have had... you guys have had some great moments up until you've had some not so great moments, depending on the moment. But, I mean, they played really solid. Dude, I'm trying to think, though. So they were actually on the C team. How many people were on the team? That's pretty epic. Well, okay, siege onagers are here now. I like how he never mixes them. He goes from making 200 bombard cannons in a row to making 50 siege onagers. 2 or 3 bombard cannons for castles, and then a big mix of siege onagers, or a fair mix of siege onagers would be good. Honestly, it might borderline be excessive how many siege onagers. I don't trust him. I think he's going to kill his own halbs. 116 years. Our base may have overmade skirms. Please don't kill your own units here, Purple. Please don't kill your own units. Okay, nice control. Nice control. Nice. I always had faith. Now, okay, bombard cannons. One's on the way anyways. Oh, man, it's got to be so tempting to get in to kill those skirms. Oh, God! Our base is thinking that was intentional. I'm just freeing up pop space. He needs more hussars, I guess, so. Yo. If Purple made half as many bombard cannons this game and relied on siege onagers, I think maybe things could have been a little bit different. Less than 100 years on the countdown, though. Look at our base try and run through. Having Magyar Hussars with those that bonus damage has absolutely saved our base here. Like, what more can Purple do? He's trying. Our base just needs to stall. That's all he needs. Oh, and to find more bombard cannons. Oh, this is so good. And it's so annoying for Purple. It must be so frustrating. Okay. More bombard cannons go down. And the siege onager ball that was 15 is down to 4 now. 85 years. There's no real easy way for Purple to break our base if he just continues to do this. Yeah, our base is playing really well. And he also understands, like, I might lose 100 units to kill one siege onager, but that's worth it for me. Because he says KD is overrated. Yeah, absolutely. Magyar Hussars are so fast, and they just melt siege. And Purple says the Magyar Hussars are annoying, yeah. I think our base is winning, which he said before. Seems to be the case. The Wonder was a great call. Relics were great, but the Wonder was an amazing call. And another snipe there. Go for dances. Why not 10 Trebs and Halbs to surround? They would reach the Wonder. I'm not so sure, though, right? Because the skirms would take out Halbs if you don't have siege onagers. And the Magyar Hussars can just pull the Halbs out of position. It's not a very easy situation regardless. If the opponent is a solid player with tons of production, it's not easy. Oh, Purple's king is moving. I assume that is intentional because Purple realizes this game is over. I think Purple is definitely looking at that. But you can't explode anymore. Once the king dies, the game is over now, right? Okay, Purple is now trying to beg. That's good tactic. You start with war and you lead into begging. It says, please let me win. You're ruining my 100% community game win rate. Yeah, well, looks like it's about to be... I don't know exactly how many games he's played, but it's not going to be 100% anymore. And the king is going to die eventually. Eventually. It will die. What a game. Oh my goodness, dude. That was crazy. I mean, in the end, our base played a fantastic game. Like we said at the start, he would be the favorite. But to kill like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, I guess technically can't really be credited with the kill on Teal, as Teal had already disconnected an hour prior. But still, it was a really good game. It was a great game from Green. It was a great game from Purple. Purple created Well, we don't get to know how many Bombard Cannons and Siege Onagers were created, but quite a few Siege Onagers still was unable to break the mighty R-base. I think certain players are going to regret not chatting a bit earlier. Smurfy McSmurfface never really had a lot of conversation with the others and was immediately ganged up on. It was just one of those games where there was really one main team, and they moved around the map together and eliminated their foes. Now, the crazy thing about this is this all could have been different. History could have been rewritten if Blue's King death was a little bit closer. I need to replay this right now because it's easy to forget about this. Blue escorted his king in with a ram. The king dies. And when this explosion happens, this is maybe the closest I've seen someone to losing their king without losing it. Watch this. Explosion will happen. And the king... Wait for it. Man, this takes forever. What's happening? Okay. The castle goes down, but behind the castle was a tower holding the king. That's one tile. If that tower is one tile closer or that king is one tile closer, our base would have died. And then who knows what would have happened from there because we still had quite a few players left in the game. So that was pretty crazy. But yeah, the thing to remember there is with the mod that we use in community games, you can garrison kings inside rams and siege towers, guys. I'm telling you right now, before we look at the stats, people in community games, put your king into a siege tower, not a ram, a siege tower, and zoom through the castles, okay? I need to see it more. Blue, you're going to be credited for that when it finally happens. Here's the KD. I mean, what a grind, dude. Orange and purple over 2,000 kills each. Res collected was absolutely ridiculous as well. But it was these three. It was purple, it was green, and it was our base who all traded together. The others, like we didn't have as much synergy, I suppose, which probably wasn't helped by the fact that one player disconnected. But still. GG.